Hi everyone, it's been a fair while since I've done one of these, but I wanted to share with you my latest and favourite recipe. So, having a look over here to something I prepared earlier. So we have, basically what it is meatballs with a twist. So the ingredients for this recipe are tomatoes, capsicum, onions, garlic, chilli, halloumi cheese, meatballs, and your favourite pasta. Of course you can add extra things, your favourite things such as eggplant, mushrooms, or anything else that takes your fancy. And with these, you add these to your taste. Be prepared, you're going to cook things just in one pan and your pasta in the pot, obviously. But you'll need somewhere to take things out and let them rest whilst you're cooking everything else. So without further ado, let us away. So my favourite pasta with this dish is the curly fettuccine. You can have whatever else you like. I'm just going to cook the pasta whilst we're doing the sauce. So in a heated pan, I like sesame oil. Smells delicious, beautiful. Big glob of that. Do whatever oil you like. First thing I am going to cook is the onion. Now the onion is everything you're going to find with this recipe is very large, cut very coarsely. Cooking your onions until they're quite browned. The first key of this is making sure your pan is hot before you stick them in. But anyway, so you're going to cook them off, depending how much you want to. Then you're going to add in your capsicums. So, see you back here. Okie dokie. So, the onions are looking a bit brown. Come and have a look. Right. So the way that I caramelise them is I'll put a balsamic reduction in. Very sugary, gives it a beautiful flavour. Now the other thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to introduce my capsicums. Now these are sweet chilies, but they're just capsicums. So put them all in. Stir them all around. This is what I was going to talk about. This is what gives it its flavour. This you can get from Tambourine Mountain markets. It is amazing. So, shake a little bit in whilst you're cooking this. About a tablespoon, a bit more if you like it. Go easy, it does have a bit of a kick. So here we go. I'm going to cook this for probably another 5 minutes. You don't want it to be too soft because you are going to cook it again when you put it with the meatballs. Okay, see you back here. Right, I forgot to throw my chilli in. It's up to you whether you leave the seeds in. I do. And it's up to you whether you use a really hot chilli or whether you use a mild chilli. I've got a bit of both. And that'll go in there. Now, I am going to throw some garlic in, but not until the end because I don't want it to get overcooked. Tomatoes is the last thing that I'm going to throw in. I've just got some small tomatoes. You can use large ones, completely up to you. I do suggest that you do have the fresh ones, not the tinned ones, because they go too soggy. Wow, doesn't that look amazing? Right, as I said, we're not going to overcook this. We want it to keep its form, but I am throwing in the garlic because I don't want it to get overcooked and burnt. But I'm just going to stir this through, and then I will put it out of the pan for the next step. The pasta is cooked, so I'm just going to tip it out. Remember, you do not wash it off, just drain it. Right, pasta is going away for later. Drained. Here we go. Back there. Now, onwards and upwards. Empty pan. There's your beginnings of the sauce. I'm just going to cook the meatballs. Again, you're going to need a little bit of oil if you don't want it to stick. Whichever you want. Meatballs. Chuck them in, roll them around. That's pretty much it. Roll them around until they're browned. They don't need to be totally like rocks. Just roll them around every now and then. Give them a stir until they're cooked. So this is what makes it quite different from any other meatballs you might have had. Halloumi cheese. Cut it into quite large little squares, otherwise it could go a bit stringy or melted like. What you want to do is you want to cook it. When these are nearly done, throw your halloumi in with it and you ate. Same as your meatballs, just want to brown it on the outside. That'll probably take about 2 to 3 minutes. And just keep stirring it around. All those juices. Beautiful. Okay, so your meatballs are done, and you can see your halloumi. Keep them separate, otherwise they'll stick to one another. But they are done. So what you're going to do now is reintroduce the rest of your sauce, mix it all together, taste test, and see how you go. Once you've finished reintroducing your everything back together, this is what it looks like. Heat it up, and we're going to just put the spaghetti in, or the pasta, whatever you've chosen to do. You can see that this is not a really wet pasta. It doesn't have a tin of tomato sauce. It doesn't have any other sauces. It's just really natural, fresh, chunky veggies with your pasta. I think a little bit more authentic of what this would actually be in Italy. Add in as much pasta, long pasta as you want. Taste test it. Add some extra spices, salt, whatever. There you have it. Spaghetti a la Tracee. And did you notice? I got a new hat. Mick tells me that chef means boss, so I'll have to use that one from now on. Some serving suggestions from my husband, who wanted me to introduce this to you who may never have thought of it. Sour cream, a dollop of that, and as always, a bit of Parmesan cheese, the real stuff.